All right, here is a step-by-step guide to organizing your entire home. I'm realizing that I either didn't do one of these videos or maybe it's been a long time. I know I've given you all some of these steps, or I've kind of trickled in some tips and tricks and steps and all of those things in some of my other videos, but I just wanted to lay it out easy peasy in this video. You can take these steps and use it in any part of your home, so that eventually your entire home is organized. So as we're going into like a new season, for a lot of us, if we have kids, it's back to school season, or even if we don't have kids, you know, summer's kind of winding down. I wish the Florida heat would kind of realize that it's, you know, we're trying to transition to fall here. You know, the stores are having their fall stuff out. Anyone else excited? I'm super excited. So it's just a perfect time to organize your space. It's a perfect time to do a reset, to do a refresh on your home. Of course, I think any time is a good time to, you know, for some organization, but this just seems to flow very well with nature and just with where our calendar is and all of that. So step one, pick your project. And I say project, not space. So project is more so narrowing it down. So the space you may want to organize could be your kitchen, but you're going to put it in bite-sized pieces into little projects. So your project within your kitchen, maybe your fridge or maybe your pantry, you get it. So you want to break it down so it's just a little bit easier to manage, a little bit easier to handle. You know, not all of us have these hours and hours and hours upon end to just organize our entire homes. So this makes it more doable when you do have those blocks of time where you can get things, you can feel like you get things done instead of just like feeling like it's chaotic and a whirlwind and that you started something you can't finish, right? So that's number one. Number two is gonna be take everything out. I know. Don't hate me. It just is what it is. Don't cut corners when it comes to this. You will regret it. I really do think you'll regret it. So you're gonna take everything out of that space. Okay. Then you're gonna start with all those things. The next step is gonna be to start deciding what things you're throwing away. So if you're in your bathroom, if you're in your kitchen, you're gonna start throwing those expired items away, right? Then you're gonna make another pile for either donate or sell. You know it's gonna be leaving your home. And the third pile is keep. And eventually we'll either say these items will be kept in that home where you found it, or it's gonna go to another part of your house, but let's just keep it simple for now. So you're gonna make those three piles. So throw away stuff, your donate and sell, and then your keep items. All right, then I always like to clean that space. You know I keep saying kitchens and bathrooms, but you just want to wipe down the space. It doesn't have to be something like super intense, but when everything is out, you know, like when is the last time you removed all of those items from that space? It's probably been a while. So it's a great time just to wipe it down, clean it off a little bit. And then we're gonna start putting like things together and really doing the organizing, right? So if you are looking at your pantry, you're gonna start organizing maybe by canned goods or by breakfast foods. You can pick the specific categories that kind of make sense to you and your family. And then you can decide if any kind of supplies may be necessary. So in a lot of pantries that I work in, we will do some type of bins. I have clear bins in my pantry. And it just makes it easier to kind of group like things together and then give them a specific home, you know, and you don't have to get too super specific, but whatever is going to work for you and your family, right? So that, you know, when your husband comes home and he wants a granola bar, he's going to know where to find those. And, or also like when you go to the store, he goes to the store, he's going to know where to put those away. So it's things like that. That's just, you know, not to be overly, you know, picky on where things go, but it's just to make your life easier and better and flow. Yeah. So you're gonna start making those categories of like things and putting them back how you like them. So a few products that I always like to use, like I said, bins. Other products I love using are Lazy Susans. They just fit, you know, if you're working in a corner, they're really good in that kind of space. I love one in a fridge. There's so many different places that they're really beneficial in. And if you need help or tips or tricks for different kind of supplies, I'm always here to help. If you have a question of like, what should I put this in? Just let me know. So again, you're going to put those items back. You're organizing them by like categories, and it's only going to be those items that belong there. So you may, in that pile of like keep items, you may have things that you want to keep, but they're like, they don't belong, right? So you have a Frisbee in your bathroom and you're like, how did this get in here? It clearly doesn't belong here. So you just kind of put that aside. Will make its way to where it needs to go, maybe the garage, maybe the playroom. So, and then you'll eventually get to that space and you can start all over. So it really, I don't want to oversimplify it, but those really are the steps that I use as a professional organizer in all of my homes. So again, you're going to pick your project, take everything out, clean that space, start, you know, making those piles of what you're keeping, what you're getting rid of, donating, all of that, putting them back in after you've like kind of organized them and grouped them in like categories, putting them back in their homes. And then you're gonna know what you have now. That's like one of the greatest things of organizing, is really discovering or rediscovering what all you have. So many of us have so many things and they get lost, and it's just a good way to kind of reclaim your space, reclaim your items, and enjoy and appreciate them more. You know what you have, so you can appreciate them, you can use them. So like I said, use this in any space, it works. If you found this video great, but you want a little bit more guidance, I created a step-by-step guide to organizing your kitchen in 1 week. So it's a lot of the stuff we went over in this video, but in even more detail. So this is a PDF you can download, and you can either print it off so that you can check things off, you know, with a pen or pencil, or you can just use your phone and do the same thing. But I love it. It's got room for notes. It has just pictures and more tips and tricks, and I love all the tips and tricks because when you're organizing specific spaces, sometimes, I don't know, you just need a little bit more help, right? So it's gonna take you throughout your kitchen, it's gonna take you through that junk drawer, the fridge, all of those things. So if you want a little bit more guidance, check out the link in the description and you can get that guide. Let me know if you have any questions. I always want to be a resource. I'm always here to help. And stay tuned each week for new videos, and I look forward to talking to y'all soon.